Heels elevated barbell back squat. You're gonna set up wedges to match your personal squat stance width and foot angle. Ideally, the ball of your foot is gonna be on the floor and your midfoot and heel will be on the wedge. Keep the weight centered in the middle of your feet as you descend and make sure that you're keeping your torso fairly upright. Eyes forward, core braced, and spine neutral. This is a quad-focused squat, so you want to make sure that you're initiating the movement by pushing your knees forward as you descend, so pushing those knees over your toes as much as you can. You're trying to close the gap between your hamstrings and your calves at the bottom without allowing your pelvis to tilt or your lower back to round in that bottom position. Once you get that stretch in your quads at the bottom, push through your whole foot as you ascend back up. The heel elevation will help to make this squat more quad dominant. If you don't have wedges, you can use 2.5 or 5 pound plates. If you don't have those, you can maybe use a slant board or just something that allows you to elevate your heels, but still remain as stable as possible. Side note, a quad dominant squat pattern typically requires less weight than a glute or hip dominant squat. So you may want to start off with a load that's about 60% of what you would usually use. Remember, if your main goal is hypertrophy or building muscle, specifically within your quads, we want to make sure that we're focused more on the stimulus that we're getting in our quads versus the load that we're using. So check your ego at the door, know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and pick a weight that's appropriate.